5 o'clock on this Friday evening, September 11th, 2020. It's time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Friday evening, September 11th, 2020. It's 5 o'clock. Mountain temperature is 64 degrees. Top stories on the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Friday evening is 2020 wildfires in California in the West. That's 500,000 under evacuation orders in Oregon. Dr. Anthony factory predicts long ambition between vaccine arrival and maskless theater. Bahrain will normalize relations with Israel, Trump says. America's 9/11 remembers altered by staggering pandemic loss. Soldier receives Medal of Honor after helping save 70 captives from execution by Islamic State. Donald Trump bragged that Melania he was second to Bob Woodward. Florida can expelled from voting if they owe court payments, appears court rules. 9/11 night shown up across America despite coronavirus restrictions. 911 dispatchers in Oregon flooded with calls about conspiracy theory amplified by Granite. In worst COVID state, New York's woman called all the shots. Rio Tinto CEO to leave company after destruction of sacred sites. Over 100,000 people received experimental COVID-19 vaccine. Palestinians reject the tax money and slap Israel. It's not Israel that's hurting. Trump campaign misspells Nobel Peace Prize and fundraising end. Iran and Israel have established a full diplomatic relations after the United States hosted a phone call between the leaders of the two nations, President Trump and Nancy Friday. Iran holds runoff parliamentary elections after months of delay. Iran rejects claims that it's trying to interfere in the U.S. election. Sabotage negligence as a possible cause of new Beirut fire. U.S. and South Korean diplomats agreed to form a new working-level dialogue to address cooperation on U.S. troops on the peninsula amid an impasse over defense costs. A large explosion and damage on military munitions warehouse in Jordan on Friday, on 40D said. Taiwan insurgent China exercised restraint following the fact of Beijing's military aircraft off the coast of Taiwan, actions that endanger international commercial flights according to Taipei. A federal appeals court on Friday ruled in favor of a law requiring Floridians convicted of felonies to pay court fines and fees before being allowed to vote. Trump, Biden, and Pence attend 9/11 events in New York City, D.C., and Pennsylvania. COVID-19 may have been in LA months earlier than thought. No military veterans are 93% more likely to die by suicide than the general public and less published by the German network open found on Friday. There were more than 35,000 new COVID-19 cases in the United States on Thursday, and deaths were up again according to the updated data from Johns Hopkins University. Looking at stocks now, up 148.28 at 27.68, 2.86. S&P 500 up 1.78 at 33.40.97, and Nasdaq down 66.05 at 10.853.54. Nicole Mortar's lawyers up to combat false and deceptive short seller claims. It's a 5-alarm fire, a 100-year fiscal tsunami, and Asian markets mixed after latest tech sell-off on Wall Street. Charlie Bolden says a quiet part out loud. SL Walker will go away. Mind blown and remember the galaxy and cosmic earth space photo contest top prize. Hubble telescope observations, satellite dark matter's weirdness. High fidelity record of Earth's climate history puts current change in context. American stress is likely to get COVID-19 after eating at restaurants. Massachusetts reports 4 new human West Nile virus cases. China starts testing COVID-19 nasal spray vaccine. Peter Joe News Time, 5:04. Time now for a sports report. Oh. Bishop Fee and Cedar Creek first responders. Edinburgh area marks 9/11 anniversary amid the pandemic. Edinburgh kicks off this year's Big Read. Taunton honors Peter A. Gay and others lost on 9/11 as Taunton held a 9/11 memorial service on September 10th, honoring victims, families, and first responders. City officials and grocery employers were laid in honor of Peter A. Gay, where Piano Accessory was born. Did Baker assume too much power during pandemic? Court hears arguments. Brockton teacher runs Boston Marathon for cancer victims as Allison. Hamlet will run the marathon Saturday, starting at home and go for West Bridgewater and Easton. Brockton task force battles COVID unequal spread. West Bridgewater unveils 9/11 memorial wall. Brockton North firefighters hold 9/11 remembrance and mandatory flu vaccine imposed by Bridgewater State vet. After beating breast cancer, Beth Pilot is ready to run as a top middle school teacher is running her second Boston Marathon for Dana-Farber. Peter Children's time is 5:06 sports time. Boston Celtics to Raptors game 7 tonight at Orlando for conference semifinals, and the Red Sox taking on the Tampa Bay Rays at 6:40 p.m. Skip Bayless addresses comments about the Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott that president does not apologize. New England Patriots gives quarterback Stephen Gilmore a $5 million raise. And DeAndre Hopkins was a big winner in self-negotiated contract extension with Cardinals. Peter Children's time, 5:06. Time now for Peter Children driving in transit check. Beep on the MBTA show places place Green Line service between North Station and Lake Trevor until spring 2021 to allow for work on the Green Line extension and the Lake Trevor Viaduct Rehabilitation Project. And on the commuter rail, Providence Train 826. 4:05 p.m. from Providence is operating 5-10 minutes back between Sharon and South Station due to a mechanical issue, and Newburyport train 172, 4:42 p.m. from North Station. Newburyport is operating 15-20 minutes back between Newburyport and North Station due to a mechanical issue, and the ferries are looking good. Okay, take a look at highways and byways in New England. 95 on the northbound side, a little bit so in downtown Providence. And 95 on the southbound side, so between Protected Providence. 195 westbound, so between Seacock down at Providence. 146 on both ends, so in the North Smithfield stretch around Selzer Road. 146 also on 122 in Millville. Newport Bridge on both ends is backed up, and 138 westbound, so between Newport and Jamestown Bridges. Meadow Bridge on the northbound side, a little bit so, and Skyward Bridge, it's looking good. Warren Bridge on the southbound side, a little bit slow. Route 16 eastbound side, a little bit slow after 134 in South Tennis. Route 3 on the southbound side, a little bit slow at Route 6 in Southmore. Route 3 on the southbound side, slow between Weymouth and Plymouth. 128 slow between Needham and the Braintree split, 7 expressway on both ends about between Boston and Braintree. 24 on both ends about between 128 and Canada and 139 and Randolph, and then southbound 24 slow between 495 all the way down to 140 in the Taunton Raynham area. 495 minutes southbound south, so between 24 Ram all the way down to 28 out in the Middleburg area. 95 on both ends about 128 Canton down the Norwood area. 93 both ends downtown Boston to backed up, and 93 southbound slow between Somerville down to Boston. Route 1 northbound south, so between Chilton and down to Charlestown. 93 on both ends back down between 28 down to 128 down to the Stoneham area. 128 northbound south, so between Route 3 and Burlington down to Route 95 on the Linfield area. 95 on the northbound south, so between Belleville all the way down to Methuen. Route 3 on the northbound side, so between Lowell all the way down to Tingsboro. 185 on the northbound side, so between Route 93 out of the Belleville area of Andover all the way down to April. 290 westbound side, a little bit slow between Route 190 down to Route 120 to the Worcester area. 395 on the southbound side, so around the Oxford area and up in western Massachusetts. Looking good. And Route 9 on the eastbound side, lows up to Route 91 in Cromwell, Connecticut, and 84 eastbound, so on the Newtown, Connecticut stretch, and 84 westbound side, lows up Waterbury, Connecticut. 84 eastbound side, a little bit so on the Hartford area, and Red Parkway eastbound side, so between Sanford and down to Trumbull. 95 northbound, so between Sanford down to Bridgeport, Connecticut, and 95 on the northbound side, so between Milford all the way down to New Haven, Connecticut. And up in Northern New England, never turn back on the northbound side a little bit, so in Nashville, New Hampshire. 93 to the northbound side, a little bit on Derry, New Hampshire. And 93 to the northbound side, also around the Concord, New Hampshire area. Up in Maine trip back a little bit to around Route 202 in Gray, Maine, and Vermont, North Shore, Maine, always out looking good. And now, looking at the weather situation at 5:09, a lot of tropical storms. Tropical storm Paulette, 65 mile per hour winds, minimum center pressure 99 millibars, is located 24.6 to the north, 53.7 in the west, and movement northwest at 13 miles an hour. Paulette is expected to be approach Bermuda as a hurricane during the next couple of days and making the closest approach today. On Monday, a prolonged period of strong winds, storm surge, and heavy rainfall. Bermuda beginning Sunday night is becoming more likely than a hurricane. Watch could be required for the island tonight, early Saturday. Swells produced by pollen that affecting portions of the Leeward Islands and will be continued to spread westward to the Greater Antilles, the Bahamas, and Bermuda, and the southeast United States into the weekend. And these swells could cause light burning, surf, and rip current conditions. Okay, let's take a look at Renee. 40 mile per hour winds at 11 a.m. and minimum set pressure 1,004 millibars at 20.3 to the north, 39.9 in the west, and moving west northwest at 13 miles an hour. And Renee showing a little change of surface at 5 p.m. advisory. And the center of tropical storm Renee was located in latitude 20.7 to the north, longitude 41.1 in the west, and Renee is moving toward the west northwest near 14 miles per hour. A turn toward the northwest followed by a turn toward the north northwest expected over the next couple of days. And max sustained winds winning near 40 miles per hour with our gusts and some streaminess forecast during the next day or so, but a weakening trend will likely begin by late Sunday. Tropical force winds extend average 70 miles an hour from the center. Estimated minimum set pressure 1,004 millibars or 29.65 inches. Looking at disturbance number 1, showing the thunderstorm activity located over the northwestern and central Bahamas and the adjacent waters continue to show signs of organization. In addition, surface observations indicate that pressures have fallen over the area since yesterday, and along with the wind and satellite data, suggested that a broad area of low pressure could be forming between the northwest Bahamas and South Florida. This system is forecasted to move westward at about 10 miles per hour, and it could become a tropical depression while near South Florida by tonight. But if not, the disturbance is expected to become a tropical depression while it moves slowly northwestward over the northeastern Gulf of Mexico this weekend and early next weekend. Regardless of local development, the system is expected to produce local heavy rainfall for portions of the Bahamas and South Florida and the Florida Keys during the next couple of days, and then just as well as along the northern and eastern Gulf Coast should monitor its progress. And formation chance of 40 hours, high 70%. Formation chance of 5 days, high 80%. Service number 2, showers and thunderstorms have been increased a little bit over the north central Gulf of Mexico and near service. Over low pressure, some slow development over this system is possible while it moves westward and then southwestward over the northern and western Gulf of Mexico for the middle of next week. And formation chance of 4 hours, low 20%. Formation chance of 5 days, low 30%. And surface number 3, it'll be a broad area of low pressure associated with trouble with wave. It's located a few hundred miles south and southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands and is producing a large area of distant showers and thunderstorms. And development of the system is forecasting a tropical depression is expected to form within the next few days, while the system moves generally westward at 15-20 miles per hour across the eastern and central tropical Atlantic. Formation chance of 40 hours, high 70%. Formation chance of 5 days, high 90%. And service number 4, an area disturbed area is located just off the west coast of Africa. Environmental conditions could support development during the next few days, and a tropical depression could form on the far eastern tropical Atlantic early next weekend, while the system moves slowly westward. Upper level winds could become less conducive for development by Monday or Tuesday, and formation chance of 40 hours, low 10%. Formation chance of 5 days, medium 40%. Take a look at close at home. Turned out to be a beautiful day in the weather department. Nice sunny skies for the moment, and it'll be a nice, beautiful day as it's going to be perfect fall weather. It'll be high pressure moves across New England tonight and Saturday, bringing low humidity and cool air to the beach, and a cold front may bring some scattered showers Sunday night, followed by seasonal and drought conditions on Monday, and high pressure builds into Tuesday with cool and dry river, followed by a gradual warmer trend Wednesday to Thursday, and another cold front may bring a few showers. Friday and high surf from Pollock may impact the south coast early next weekend. Continuing clear skies by the early this evening, and then mostly clear overnight service. High pressure continues center over the eastern Great Lakes, builds into New England and southern Quebec away from the shoreline. Winds become light enough to calm along for radiation cool and overnight lows range from the mid 40s to low 50s with some patchy river fog possible, and along the shoreline, northwest winds 5 to 15 knots persist with gusts 20 to 25 miles an hour on the Cape Islands and Block Island, and minor lows when near the shoreline in the 50s. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast. It goes like this. Tonight's going to be clear and cold, and the lows tonight is going to be 49 degrees and north wind about 3 to 8 miles per hour. For Saturday, sun's going to be 78 degrees and light wind coming in east around 5 to 9 miles per hour in the morning. Saturday night, Petra fog after 4 a.m. Otherwise, most of the coast about 49 degrees east wind about 6 miles per hour coming in the evening for Sunday. Petra fog for 10 a.m. West, mostly sun's going about 74 lower and wind coming in south around 6 miles per hour in the afternoon. Sunday night, check the showers at May after 2 a.m. Partly cloudy sky with a low around 62 degrees and south about 3 to 6 miles per hour, just with 30%. Monday, check the showers at Maine before 8 a.m. Partly sunny with 79 degrees and west with about 5 to 7 miles per hour, just with 30%. Monday night, mostly clear sky at 51 degrees and north with about 8 miles per hour for Tuesday. Sun sky about 65, low 45 degrees and north with about 7 to 9 miles per hour. For Wednesday, sun sky at 73 and low 55 degrees, coming south 5 to 7 miles per hour in the afternoon. And for Thursday, sun sky at 78, low 56 degrees and south with about 6 to 9 miles per hour. And for Friday, check the shots, most of the times for 72 degrees and west with about 3 to 6 miles per hour, just with 30%. Right now, Norton it's 66 degrees. That's me for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Friday evening, September 11th, 2020. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. Hope you have a good evening and goodbye. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. We'll see you at 10 o'clock or 10 o'clock. We have a good evening.